Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing my nighttime winter skincare routine. I've actually already uploaded my morning routine, so if you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it below for you for your reference. This is a routine that I have been very consistent with since the beginning of winter basically, and these products have really kept my skin nice and moisturized and comfortable, but at the same time these are products that will help to target that uneven skin tone and early signs of aging. So let's get right into today's video. Of course, all of the products that I will be featuring along with discount codes will also be linked in my description box, and I would kindly appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and if you could also subscribe and ring that notification bell. So if you are new here, I am 38, I have combination skin, and I am very acne prone. A lot of products can break me out, including skincare and makeup. It just depends. It's a hit and miss. It's one of those things where if you're trying something new, you're crossing your fingers and you're hoping for the best. At least in my situation. A lot of things don't break me out, but I do get the odd thing. And recently I was testing out this new foundation from the drugstore and it made me break out on my cheeks here. So as soon as I stopped using it, my skin cleared up. So like I said, I am always looking to curate skincare routines around more of that even skin tone because I do have a little bit of redness to my skin naturally, but if I'm breaking out, then I'm left with post-acne marks. So I want something that is going to brighten up my skin and fade those sooner rather than later. So that is what I'm looking for in skincare, and I do have freckles naturally, which I try to embrace. But anyways, the first product that I generally use in my nighttime routine is Red Light Therapy. Now, I did feature this in my morning routine as well because sometimes if I don't use this at nighttime, I will use this in the morning. And Red Light Therapy is a must. I use this 7 days per week, and Red Light Therapy can help to stimulate new collagen, elastin, giving that brighter complexion, achieving that even skin tone where it helps to reduce on redness. But at the same time, if you're someone that has premature fine lines and wrinkles, Red Light Therapy can help to soften those in time. And if you find a Red Light Therapy mask that also offers blue light, then blue light can treat acne. So this one has the blue light setting, which I do use when I'm breaking out. It also has a red light setting as well as a red plus near infrared. So there's 3 modes with this and 2 modes with the chin to chest. I wear them at the same time, and it's a 9-minute treatment, but you can use this for 6 minutes, 3 minutes, or 1 minute. It's totally up to you on what you want to do, but I generally use this for the 6 to 9 minute mark every single day. So this is the first thing that I do on clean skin. And I do have a discount code if you guys want to look into this brand. I have a 10% off code, which of course I will leave up here and below for you. So in my nighttime routine, obviously one of the first things that I always do is to cleanse my skin. If I'm not wearing makeup, I am most definitely wearing sunscreen. So of course I like to go in with a cleansing balm of some kind to remove all of that as that first cleanse. And I really like the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. Now this does have a little bit of a fragrance to it, so if you can't do fragrance, then this will be something that you'll want to skip. But it does a very good job to remove stubborn sunscreens, waterproof makeup. It does a very good job. Now, I've already pre-cleansed my skin prior to filming this video because I'm filming in a room here and I don't want to be messy with all of this stuff. So I've already used this to remove my sunscreen. And then once I have used my cleansing balm and rinsed everything off, I always go in with a second cleanse. And this is the Naturium Niacinamide Cleansing Gel A 3%. I'm actually almost done this. This has been my go-to cleanser since the fall, basically. And I love it because it's not stripping, but it does a really good job to cleanse the skin. So if you have any leftover makeup or sunscreen, like the residue from the first cleanse, this ensures that your skin is super clean prior to going in with your skincare products. And because I am in the winter months right now, I've actually been using a few drops of castor oil and mixing it in with my cleanser to cleanse my skin just to bring in more moisture. I did mention this in my morning skincare routine as well. So I had to transfer some of that castor oil into an empty dropper bottle. So what I do is I just basically put a few drops of this in with my cleanser, and then mix the two together. And when you rinse your face off, your skin feels incredible. It just has this nice moisture layer. It's not greasy. It doesn't break me out. And again, I'm very acne prone. It just gives that extra moisture that we're lacking, especially during the winter. And I just love doing this little combination here. And I recently talked all about castor oil, so if you want to learn more about it and how you can use it, I will link up that video below for you for your reference. So the next product is Niod Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. You guys know that I absolutely love this and I use it twice a day. I've been using this for several years and honestly, I can't recommend it enough and I can't stop using it. It's just so hydrating, but also it's a fabulous product to tone down on facial redness, but it also has a lot of antioxidants in it as well to help protect your skin from the environment, but also to treat early signs of aging. The next product is the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence. This is very hydrating and nourishing, also quite repairing on the skin as well. So if your skin is sensitive, it's really dry and flaky, and it just feels a little compromised, then this would be a lovely essence to incorporate to bring in more moisture and to calm down that irritated skin barrier. So there's provitamin B5 in here, there's panthenol, chamomile, as well as ceramides, and it's very milky. So of course you could add a little bit to a cotton pad or a cotton ball if you really wanted to, but I actually like to apply this to my hands and apply it to my skin this way. And there is absolutely no fragrance to this. I thought for sure when I saw honey milk that this was going to smell like the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer that I used to talk a lot about. That one there smells like honey. If you've ever tried it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This one actually has no scent. So if you are looking for fragrance free, then this would be a really nice one to look into. The next product is The Ordinary GF 15% Solution. So this is their growth factor serum that they launched early January of this year. So I haven't been using this since the beginning of winter, but I have been using this now for about 2 months and I have really enjoyed it. I told you guys that I will give you an update very soon on the performance of this serum, as I wanted to really give this a good run before I shared a full review on it. But I do have 2 videos up on my channel talking about this. So talking about this product alone, but then the other video is actually sharing the best product pairings to use with growth factors to achieve maximum results for signs of aging. So if you don't really know what to pair this up with, then go and check out that video, which of course I will leave below for you as well as up here. But I'm gonna be applying this today, and I do like to apply about 4 to 5 drops of this. Of course, you can apply less or more. It's totally up to you on what you want to do. But it's very thin like water, so it spreads really nicely. Actually, the texture of this almost reminds me of The Ordinary Amino Acids Plus B5. You guys know that I love that product. I won't be featuring that product in today's video, surprisingly. I'm taking a break from it, but this is very similar and it's just as hydrating. So I do like to put this all over my face as well as my neck. And I do like to bring this underneath my eyes. This is a very gentle serum from my experience with it. And like I said, it's very hydrating. But growth factors is great for stimulating new collagen, elastin. It does help to improve texture and tone, softening fine lines and wrinkles. It also has wound healing properties to it as well. So there are many benefits of growth factors. And the one from The Ordinary contains 3 types of plant-based growth factors. So of course there are human growth factors and those products are very expensive. This is plant-based. So even though it's plant-based, it can still be very effective as long as you are consistent with it, and it's more affordable. I believe it would probably be more gentle as well, and this is great for all skin types. And so far I am really loving it. I really like this a lot. The next product is the Dr. Dennis Gross Derm Infusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. This is a product that I have shared many times here on my channel, and I've started to become more consistent with it again because I truly believe this is one of the best products from Dr. Dennis Gross, but it's also a product where if you really wanted to limit down on your skincare routine and honestly just use like one serum within your routine, this would be it. Like, this has so many amazing anti-aging ingredients to target all skin concerns like discoloration, texture, tone, fine lines and wrinkles. It helps to repair the skin. There's ceramides in here. There's peptides. There are so many wonderful ingredients in here and I can't get enough. So I'm going to apply a few pumps. I usually do 2 pumps of this. Now this one does have fragrance. This one has like a floral scent to it. So if you can't do fragrance, you will want to pass on this. But it's very mild. I think it smells really nice. And this is something that I do like to apply underneath my eyes as well because I don't have any issues, no sensitivities with this, so why the heck not? And this is really lovely, especially if you have texture. So if you have a little bit of roughness on your chin or anywhere on your face, within a couple of uses, it will wipe it right out. At least it did for me. And that was the one thing that I noticed with this serum, and that's what made me continue with it. Plus, it gives a brighter complexion. It just makes your skin feel so soft and smooth. And then obviously in time, it can improve discoloration, fine lines, and all of that good stuff. So this has been a lovely product in my nighttime routine. The next product that I'm going to be using is the Murad Retinol Resculpt Eye Treatment. So this contains retinaldehyde. So as you know, there is retinol, then retinaldehyde, and then retinoic acid being prescription tretinoin. Now, I can't use prescription tretinoin underneath my eyes, which is actually the next product that I will be using. I can't use it underneath my eyes yet. I am trying, but my under eyes get so dry and irritated, so you want to eliminate any type of product that is causing irritation on that delicate skin because you can actually do more harm than good. So instead, I just use eye serums or eye creams that my eyes tolerate well too. So in my nighttime routine, I do like to use products like this around my eyes that contain a retinol or a retinaldehyde to soften fine lines, to obviously help prevent but improve texture and all of that good stuff. And I've been using this now for almost a year. And look, I'm not even done it. Like, a little bit truly goes a long way. I believe I bought this last spring and I'm still working on it. Yes, I don't use it every single day. Like, there are times where I take breaks from it, but it's absolutely wonderful. So I just put a little bit underneath my eyes and I do focus on the crow's feet. And I do go underneath that brow bone, but I don't put this on my eyelids because technically I'm putting the product right here. So once everything absorbs into the skin, it's going to migrate in other areas. So eventually it does go on the eyelids at some point, but I just don't want to apply directly because I don't want any irritation and I don't want this getting into my eyes either. And it is very, very moisturizing. This has shea butter in it. And if you're new to this, this could cause a little bit of dryness and irritation at the beginning. So start slow, gradually increase your usage. So maybe start with 1 or 2 nights per week and then just increase as the weeks go on. For me personally, I don't experience any type of irritation, probably because my under eyes are so used to using actives. But yeah, I can use this every day without any issues, and it's one of the best that I've ever used, especially something that contains retinaldehyde. So now I'm gonna go in with Tretinoin. I am still working on my Steva A brand, by the way. This is the last bit of it. As you know, this brand has been discontinued. So if you've been using Steva A for a long time, you most likely won't be able to get it anymore. So your pharmacy will just prescribe you a different brand. So once I'm done this, I will be moving on to the Retinoid brand at a 0.05%. This is also at a 0.05. So when it comes to tretinoin, as you know, you only need a pea-sized amount to cover your entire face. And I know some people might be like, really? That doesn't seem like enough. It really is enough, especially when you have prepped your skin prior with serums and stuff. I find that it does spread a lot nicer when you do have some type of serum underneath or an essence. I don't put this onto damp skin, so before filming this clip, I left my skin for about 10 minutes to allow everything to dry down as much as possible because, you know, if you apply tretinoin to damp skin, it could just lead to more dryness and irritation as it absorbs quicker into your skin. So, you know, just to prevent irritation, I just put it onto dry skin. Even though I've been using Tretinoin now for like 6 years, I still get a little bit dry and flaky, believe it or not. But, you know, it's been a great experience. I just absolutely love Tretinoin. I can't see myself ever eliminating this out of my routine unless obviously something major happened. Like I just developed a major reaction or something, then obviously that's when I would stop. But this has been absolutely amazing for premature fine lines, improving texture and tone. But the main reason why I went on this years ago was to treat acne, because Tretinoin is game changing if you're acne prone. So that's really why I went on it. And then obviously my skin just stayed clear, and it's just improved everything else, like that uneven skin tone, texture, and of course preventing fine lines. So I love it. Now I have been putting this on my neck. So I applied just little bit less than a pea-sized for my neck. At one point, I wasn't able to do this, you guys, okay? My neck would be a nightmare. It would be red, inflamed. I would have all of these little white heads everywhere. Retinol burn. It was a disaster. And so instead, I would just use retinol products that my neck tolerated well too. But I have been slowly trying to bring this down my neck to train the skin, just to allow my skin to slowly get used to it. And now I can apply Tretinoin to my neck like 4 to 5 nights per week. I'm trying to do it more than that. Wow. Holy. It's really cloudy, so it's gonna tone down in just a minute. So as I was saying, I generally apply Tretinoin to my neck 4 to 5 nights per week. But one of my New Year resolutions this year is to use Tretinoin on my neck and my chest 6 nights per week consistently. So I use Tretinoin on my face 6 nights per week. I always take 1 night off during the week to exfoliate my skin, and I just want to be a little bit more consistent with Tretinoin on my neck and my chest and even the backs of my hands. So that's what I was trying to say before the sun got involved. But yeah, if you can't put Tretinoin on your neck at the beginning, it will come. Just take your time and just be patient, because Tretinoin is one of those ingredients that can take a while to get used to. So now that the Tretinoin has been applied, I am now going in with beef tallow. I did feature this in my morning routine. Again, I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea. This isn't going to be for everyone, right? If you're vegan, you won't want to use this. I totally understand, but beef tallow has been a big part of my morning and nighttime routine since December, before the holiday season, and I have been so impressed with this. It has really made a difference with my skin. It just stays moisturized. It's never tight. It barely flakes, and my skin is always a tight, flaky, rosy mess in the winter because of the dry weather, and this has really kept my skin normal, and I love it. I love it so much. So that's what it looks like inside. It's a whipped beef tallow. I actually have to purchase more, and this is from a brand called Own Skin Co., which is a small Canadian company out in BC. But like I mentioned in my morning routine, not all brands are going to make the product the same, right? Some brands might include other additional ingredients, maybe fragrance. So really have a look at that ingredient list before you purchase it, because with this brand, it's just 100% grass-fed and finished beef tallow and organic jojoba seed oil, and that's it. So there's no additional fragrance in here. It also doesn't have a natural scent at all. I was very lucky because I heard that these can have a little funky scent. This does not have a scent whatsoever, so I really like that. So anyways, I'm going to apply a little bit of this on my face. Now, if I'm not using beef tallow, then I am just using something else. Like I really love the Drunk Elephant Bora Repair Cream. I really love it. It has a lot of butters in it. Honestly, whatever moisturizer I feel like using, I'll just use it. But beef tallow has been on major repeat. And I like to warm it up in my hands first, just to melt the product into my skin. And then I like to evenly spread that everywhere. Now with beef tallow, I do find it takes a while to spread across the skin. Now if you have a lot of products on beforehand, like, you know, serums and stuff, then I find that the beef tallow will spread a lot nicer. But if you're putting this on bone dry skin, I feel like it needs time to warm up before it actually spreads, at least the one that I am using. There are different beef tallows out there, obviously. Again, mine's the whipped, but there are like buttery ones, like there are different ones. And like I said, I have to place another order. I really love this. And I don't know if I will be that consistent in the summer. I guess we'll have to find out what this is like on the skin come the summer. Maybe I will just use this at nighttime only. I don't know. But I love this for the morning. It does sit nicely underneath sunscreen and makeup, believe it or not. And it just gives this nice healthy glow to the skin. And if you're someone that's experiencing a lot of irritation from active ingredients like tretinoin, like retinol, glycolic acid, this would be an excellent product to pair up with it because again, it is so nourishing on the skin. And there's a lot of benefits to beef tallow as well. I did film a video on beef tallow, so if you want to watch that video, I will leave it below for you. And again, I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea. Like I'm basically putting beef fat all over my face, but it's well worth it. And again, I just absolutely love the way that my skin looks and feels. And this has actually reduced the look of my facial redness. This has really made a big difference on my skin. And the last product I'm going to be using is the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Gloss Bomb. This is very moisturizing. It gives the lips that nice plumpness, but because it contains peptides, it can also treat lip lines. And I really love it. It does have a little bit of a sweet vanilla scent to it, and it does have a very sheer tint. Honestly, I don't see anything when I apply it to my lips. It's just clear, basically. And I like to apply this, you know, several times throughout the day. I do like to apply this before bed. And this is also a nice product to use on top of lipsticks, lip liners. It just gives that nice juicy, plump look. And within a couple of minutes, like you do feel that little plumpness to your lips. It doesn't have a sensation, like no tingling sensation or anything, but just all the ingredients just mesh well together and it just plumps up the skin on your lips, and I absolutely love it. So that is my winter nighttime skincare routine. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I was able to introduce you to something new today. Of course, if you haven't seen my morning routine yet, that video will be linked below for you, like I said, along with everything else that I shared, including discount codes. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.